Marketing and Recruitment Manager at Oregon State University. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Sarah. Sarah, what are some of the top programs at Oregon State University?
So it is really so hard to choose because really any degree program at OSU is going to be an amazing experience with a lot of experiential learning. But some of our top programs are computer science and robotics. Our robotics program is actually ranked number 7 in the United States. And we have many of our computer science and engineering programs that are ranked in the top 50. So we are definitely very focused on the sciences here, but even aside from that, we have a really awesome Master's of Science business analytics program that is STEM designated. So again, whatever you choose at OSU, it's going to be a really great experience.
Sure. And what is the city of Corvallis like?
Yeah, so Corvallis is where Oregon State University is located, where our main campus is. And it is a university town. And the great thing about that is it's very, very safe. Another great thing is it has a low cost of living. So your largest expense after tuition is going to be your housing costs. So that's something you're going to want to look at when looking at universities. OSU in Corvallis is very inexpensive for off-campus housing. And then we also don't have any sales tax as a state. That's very uncommon in the US. Most states have sales tax between 6 and 12% on every purchase, but OSU doesn't have that. So if you are buying your books, buying groceries, if you even needed to buy like a new laptop, you wouldn't have to pay that extra amount. And so you save a little bit of money in the everyday. We also have free public transportation here. So you can take the city bus for free, and it's just one extra cost saving. So you're going to have a great, experience of community here, but the real benefit is getting that return on investment and making sure that, you don't have to spend too much on your cost of living.
Oh, Indian students would love that. How many students, are there many Indian students attending OSU?
Yeah, we have a pretty big community. We have about 250 Indian students studying at OSU currently, but we actually have about 4,000 international students, and those are from about 114 different countries. So what's really cool is you can have a community of other Indian students when, you're missing food from home, or, you just want to talk about, the crazy things that you see in the US culture or something. But then you can also meet students from so many different countries, make friends from all around, and of course, really get to know the American culture and share your culture as well.
And what about scholarships?
Yeah, so it's going to vary a bit for graduate and undergraduate students, but we do have a lot of scholarship opportunity. So for our undergraduate students, we actually have a scholarship that is specific to Indian students, and it is $8,000 per year for all 4 years of your study. So that is $32,000 total. So it's a really large scholarship. You don't have to have any separate application other than your application to OSU to be considered for that. So that's a really great one. We do have some graduate scholarships as well. And one that I think is the most interesting is one that students don't often think about. When you think of scholarships, you usually think about the scholarships you can get when you first start university. But we actually have something called the Continued Success Scholarship, because we want to make sure that you are doing well in your studies, as you continue through your 2 or 4 year degree. So the Continued Success Scholarship rewards students that after your first term or first year, depending on your program, if you have a 3.5 GPA or higher, then you actually will automatically receive a $3,000 or $5,000 scholarship. So there's different scholarships like that. Again, that one's going to be automatic. If you're worried about that 3.5 GPA I mentioned, honestly, most of our graduate students have very high GPAs like that. On average, our graduate students actually graduate with a 3.44 GPA. So it's very, very high, and you have the support to make sure that you are successful and have the ability to get that high GPA.
always like to know about job opportunities for on being an OSU graduate.
Definitely. So from day one, you are going to be preparing for your degree program. The biggest focus of going to university is getting a great job after graduation, and we're going to help you with that. So you are going to be able to prepare your resume to make sure it's a good fit for American companies. We have 2 career fairs a year that have over 100 employers at each, where you can connect with recruiters directly, hand them your resume. We have great support services on campus where you can find internships and full-time positions. But I think the best thing is the location that we're in, because Oregon State University is located on the West Coast, where it's just a huge technology industry. Everybody knows about San Francisco and how many companies are in the Silicon Valley, like Apple, Google, Facebook. But up in Oregon, we actually have maybe even more companies than the Silicon Valley for technology. Here in Corvallis, we have an HP campus. So they market, printers, they make computers, things like that. So that's great for students that are interested in computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering. And then up in Portland, Oregon, which is only about 90 minutes away from our campus, there are huge companies like corporate offices of Nike, Intel, there's a Google office as well, Mercedes Daimler, and so many more. And Seattle is also close by. So the great thing is you can be here in Corvallis, get a great education, save on that cost of living, but then have access to all these awesome, all these awesome opportunities just nearby.
Yeah, sounds really good. Do tell students something about the Canam and into Oregon State University relationship.
Oh, definitely. Yes, we work very, very close with Canam, and it is great because I think that you all are just about as knowledgeable about OSU as I am. And so I really encourage you to, if you are interested in learning more about Oregon State University, reach out to the counselors at Canam, because they're going to be able to help you through every step of the process. I know studying abroad can feel overwhelming because there are so many steps when it comes to applying, to choosing a university, the visa process, all of that. And the counselors at Canam will be able to help you with that. They've helped a lot of students come to OSU already, and hopefully you'll be some of the next.
Thank you, Sarah. And I'm sure the students enjoyed listening to you. And we really look forward to having them attend the live webinar on 21st July at 11:30 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing everyone then.